Hi, this is Rainbow Harmony, here to help you find balance and peace to live a more colorful life. And this is a personal reading for someone who purchased my in-depth reading. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for allowing me to post this video publicly. This person allowed me to post this video publicly so that anyone else who stumbles across it could also be lifted up, perhaps with some of these messages. So if you came across this reading, it's not a coincidence. I feel like it was posted at this specific time so that you could see it, whoever you are. And I hope that you enjoy. If this reading resonates with you, please go ahead and post comments and help validate this person and let them know. And if you would like a personal reading from me, hit me up. My information is in the description below. So let's get started. Let's go ahead and pull you some cards. What I am seeing for you, first of all, is that yes, you should go. So you're wondering if you should go over to Asia because you're feeling a really strong connection. I know that your family originally came from there, and you've grown up over in the US, and now you're thinking, should I go back over to Asia because I'm feeling this connection? And I've got a strong intuition that yes, you should. And I know you mentioned a little bit of your backstory about how you got out of college and you were excited to get a job, but then you had to help your family and all of this stuff went down. And now as your family goes to move into a new home, you're thinking, okay, it's time for me to get a job. It's time for me to move forward. You know, now my family's doing better and I don't have to help as much. It's time for me to move on. And you're thinking maybe moving on even means going to Asia. And I'm seeing, yes, it's time for you to move on. You did very well, helping your family, but I feel like it's time for you to establish a foundation for yourself and your life. And it's this is the new path card, and I just got the new path card for you. So this is like the ancestor, and this card means like the ancestor beckons you forward to like a new path. It's a very spiritual message about transformation and becoming who you are through consciously choosing a new path that has been beckoning to you. So I feel like you have an intuition to go over to Asia, and this is insight you've been given because this is the path for you. And so this is a very strong yes card. Let's see what else I draw about this, about going over to Asia. I want to go. Take me with you. Balance! Yes. Oh, I'm getting so many chills. Like, these are the most perfect cards for this. Like, this is going to be very balancing for you to go over there. I feel like you need time to clear your mind. Time to figure out who you are and what your truth is apart from your family. Because I see that your family, you guys are very close-knit. But I also see that it's to a point to where you don't know your identity outside of that unit. And it's important for you to go off on your own and find your own identity outside of that. And, I see that there will be some people in your family who are supportive and some people who will not. I feel like that they're going to say that, they worked hard to bring you over here. And I feel like they really want you to try to stay, but I think you need to stay dedicated to your own path. That's what they're saying, because you've tried so many different ways to move forward. You've tried all these different ideas, and I feel like they're what's holding you back, because they're not able to understand these ideas you have, because the ideas that you have are your ideas. They're not their ideas, and I feel like they don't understand that, like that yet, And I feel like when you go away, it'll help your family as well. It'll be healthy for you guys. That's why I pulled the balance card. You're gonna get what you want. This is the moving card. You got the moving card, like you are moving. It's gonna be very healing for you, very healing journey. And they're saying to have respect for your path, have respect for where you're at. Have respect for yourself. Like, you have a lot to accomplish in this life. You have great things to do. And they're saying don't underestimate your worth. Don't underestimate your capabilities, and don't underestimate who you are. And don't underestimate the fact that you're here on this planet for a reason. Wow. Don't underestimate that. Okay, let's pull from the angel deck and see what they have to say about you moving. I'm really excited for you. There's like so much energy around this move. It's gonna be huge for you. Growth, yeah. I mean, obviously there's gonna be so much growth that comes from this. It's time for you to grow. It's time for you to shed and let go of things that no longer serve you. It's time for you to let go of old thoughts and old belief systems and to get out there in the world and figure out who you are, what you believe, what you want, what's your truth. These are big questions that need to be answered. Yeah, they're saying it's going to give you a new perspective, that traveling and just being somewhere different is going to give you a new perspective. The perspective that you need in order to become inspired. Because I feel like where you are, you're stagnant. It's safe and you aren't able to receive that big inspiration you need because I feel like you're going to do something. Like, I don't know, I'm getting this vibe like you're gonna start some kind of organization, you're gonna be helping others. I don't know, like you have a big purpose. Everyone does, but yours feels unique to me. And you can't receive this inspiration where you are. You need a perspective change. That much is clear. So I'm not surprised I got this obedience card. You feel very obedient to your family. You feel like if they disagree with you and tell you that you should do something else, then you feel like you have to do what they say, you know? And maybe you were brought up to believe that you had to obey your parents, but now you have to realize, you know, you're not a child anymore. Who you need to obey is yourself. That's who you need to be obedient to right now. So if yourself and your inner self is telling you we need to go to Asia, obey yourself, you know? If your self is telling you to do something else or to stay, then stay, you know? Obviously, in your heart, you felt like you needed to stay and to spend some time with your family after college and to help them, but there comes a point where you gotta make a choice. Are you gonna obey them or are you gonna obey you? Which one's more important, you know? And if they try to make you choose, then I would suggest getting some space from that situation. And I feel like that's what Asia's gonna do for you. I feel like there is support. I feel like they're going to support you ultimately. Like I said, I feel like there's some people in your family who will be supportive, some who won't. So it's kind of mixed, but ultimately, like, this is coming out to, like, remind you to obey yourself. And that you're going to have to motivate yourself. That no matter what people say, no matter who's around you, no matter what people think, you got to motivate yourself to follow yourself and your inner truth. I see this big energy around you. I see like you need to make a decision now. They're telling you not to hesitate, like decide what you're gonna do and like start working towards it. And yeah, I see you, like inspiration and creativity are here. So I definitely feel you like doing something very creative with your future. And most of the people that are led to me for readings are artists. I just have this gift with motivating and uplifting artists because I'm an artist and I don't know, I never really received the I don't know, I guess I kind of had to find a way to motivate myself because it was hard growing up as an artist around a lot of people who weren't and being in the system and feeling kind of like I didn't have an option. And it was basically getting connected through with other artists that helped me find my place. And I feel you getting connected with other artists. I feel like we're very similar. This obedience card came out again. I've been through a little bit of this, you know? So I feel like it's gonna help balance you. Look, we got the balance card again to take this trip, to take this journey. They're saying, go with the flow. And they're saying like, this is gonna help you gracefully set new goals. It's time for you to set new goals for your life. Beautiful messages. So how about we go ahead and pull some more cards from my Wildwood deck. Waiting for you over in Asia are a bunch of like soulmates. And remember, soulmates aren't always just like romantic love interests. They can also be coworkers. They can also be friends. They can also be, you know, your children or whatever. So I see you meeting a lot of friends. I do see like you like having some kind of connection in your love life. Let's see what's going on. Like if you move to Asia, like what's your love life gonna look like? Just for fun. I see you like opening your heart to love. I see you meeting someone. I see like you needing to give the relationship a chance. Like, I definitely see you like moving forward and like having like romance for sure. And look, I pulled the balance card for you again. This is the third time I pulled balance. You need balance, and I feel like you've worked so hard, and like this is talking about your family right here. Like, although like there's like this beautiful light to this picture, it does seem like you're just strangled where you are. Like it's hard for you to find your independence. You need to come out of this situation and just get a little bit of space so that you can be independent. You see this independence here? You can't tell which snake is which. And I feel like that's what's going on with you right now in your family. Like you need to be surrounded by different influences and just have some space so you can find yourself. It's a very natural part of growing up. It's a very important part is for you to go off on your own. And I see that, and for some, you know, for some people that journey takes a while. It took me a while to like kind of detach from my family. And everyone goes through their own journey when it comes to that. And I see the struggle for you. It's been a struggle. This whole thing is like the biggest struggle so far is just detaching and getting some space and going off on your own. There's a lot of fears about going off on your own. And that's very normal. I mean, they've sheltered you, they protected you. You're worried, how am I gonna, you know, there's all these bills and like health insurance and all that stuff I gotta pay for. You're probably nervous about how am I gonna get work? How is this all gonna come together? But sometimes they're saying go with the flow. The universe is like so chill. It's so chill, you guys. It's just so chill. You know, there's really nothing to worry about. Like, something I've been learning about is this whole concept of trust your future self. Like, you gotta trust that you have done the best that you could in every single situation, you know? And as you've moved through life, as you've made choices, as you've gone through these circumstances, you've been learning, you've been growing, you know? And the universe never gives you anything more than you can handle. It'll challenge you, but it'll never give you anything more than you can handle. And there's always blessings and rewards to be reaped. You know, it's a very generous, loving universe we live in. And we forget that, you know? This situation, although challenging, you can still go with the flow and expect that you'll be provided for. Trust your future self to secure what it is that you need to secure in the future. Trust your future self to make the best decisions that you possibly can. Trust that you're going to continue to do your best. Have more faith in yourself. When you learn to trust yourself more, it helps you trust the universe more, because the universe is an extension of you. You're an extension of it. Am I getting deep here? Am I getting deep, you guys? So, how about we pull some more cards from my angel deck? Messages for you about this new phase in your life. It's time for you to take back your power, you know, take and exercise your power and your will. What is it that you want to accomplish in your life? You know, it's not about what anyone else wants you to accomplish. It's about you. It's your life. I think like that's what's empowering, is when you realize like, holy shit, this is my life. Like, I don't know. That's something that I just realized. Like, I swear, like just the past couple years. And when you like get rooted in your power, you can do incredible things. Like, I'm so like amazed and like thankful like to myself that I started this channel. I consider this like a huge part of exercising my power and really walking my talk. You know, I'm hoping to encourage and inspire like anyone who's out there, like to get up and just one thing a day, you know, like I talked about in my most recent depression pick a card reading. Did you guys see my pick a card reading called How to Get Stuff Done When You're Depressed? This is part of exercising your power, and you get better at it the more that you exercise it. And I feel like you just don't have a lot of experience. You're probably just really afraid because you don't have a lot of experience outside of your family. You don't have as much experience exercising your power. You did really good in college. Like, I feel like you owned college, like you nailed college. But now, like, you got to pave a way for yourself outside of the system, you know? And there's certain talents and certain gifts that you have. You got to remember, like, play to your strengths, you know? You have a lot going for you. I feel like you're going to be able to do really well. You have this extraordinary vision. Like you're really smart. Like you're really good at problem solving. You have a very creative mind. And I feel like you're good at finding creative solutions. And I feel like you could help all of us on a grander scale, you know? So they're saying have faith in yourself, have faith in your gifts. Have faith in your power. And don't underestimate how important that you are. This is really interesting. Maybe you need more education. I feel like you're gonna need to go to school and get like a PhD or something if you haven't already. There's something like that in the cards for you. I'm getting chills. This is nuts. Something about you doing more education. So don't freak out about that. It might not be immediately, but you might need more. Because like I said, I feel like you have this really important purpose. Something about creating an organization. I don't know. It's very vague right now. We can do a talents and gifts reading if you want. But I'm seeing something about that coming out. And so you might need more education. Maybe that's what you're going to be doing. But I see this represents freedom for you. This is what deep down you crave freedom. And who wouldn't? I mean, who wouldn't? You've been with your family for so long. I'd be like, okay, let's do this Vegas. If I were you. Just kidding. Vegas. Just kidding. Let's go to Vegas. Just kidding. Who wants to go to Vegas with the person who booked this reading? Let's all go. Okay, yeah, let's ditch your family and we'll all hit up Vegas together. Just kidding. I'm seeing that you're a little bit jaded when it comes to love. Like, you didn't even ask me any questions about your love life, and I feel like it's because you're just like, you can't even go there because you don't have the space for that where you're at right now. But I see you need to have compassion with yourself because remember, there's someone coming in. So you know what? I'm going to draw you some cards for your love life. Since you did purchase the in-depth reading, we tend to look at all aspects of your life, no matter what question you're asking. My in-depth reading is $66, but right now I'm having a huge sale. So if you want this same reading, if you're watching this, it's $44.44. So right now, like, you're disconnected when it comes to your love life. Like, you're disconnected. You're not really wanting anything to happen in that area, but I do see something coming, like perhaps after you move. So if you move, they're saying keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So they're just trying to tell you, like, you never know who it's gonna be. They're saying these romantic feelings that you have are real and worth exploring. Maybe, you know, you've been raised really strict, and I felt like that obedience card, and like, sometimes you feel kind of guilty for having romantic feelings. And oh my gosh, like, I was raised really religiously, and like, I've suffered from this my whole life, and like, I'm doing so much better with this now. But like, so many of us, whether you come from a religious background, a strict background, or just, I don't know, sometimes in society you just start to feel like weird about having like romantic feelings. And this is saying that there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with wanting this area of your life to just move forward. They're saying like to try to just like let go of control over how it's going to happen and to just really be open to how the universe wants to bring this to you. So beautiful, beautiful messages for your love life. How about we pull some final messages now about you moving and just moving forward in your career. Well, this is the Woodward, and they're saying you've been through a lot. There are opportunities on your horizon. You need to stay dedicated to your path, though. I am seeing like a lot of healing and like death, and I feel like this is you like going on a new path away from your family. I feel like you're going to leave a difficult time behind. I feel like you just need some space. So I hope that this message helped you. I'm sending you so much love and light. You've got this. Just follow your heart, you know, whether it's to Asia or whether it's just somewhere else. I definitely see you moving. I definitely see you like getting some distance, and I definitely see you falling in love. I see you meeting someone, like, and I feel like you need to create the space in order for you to like have like these new beginnings in your life. So I'm sending you so much love and light. Peace out.